Hey everyone, and welcome back to the LegalBee channel. If you are preparing for EXIM Bank Legal Officer exam, which is scheduled on the 17th of August of 2025, this video is your complete guide to what you should be doing in the final 15 days before the exam. With a vast syllabus and the descriptive paper format, the key now is to shift gears from heavy reading to smart revision, exam writing practice, and structured consolidation. Let's start with a quick overview. The exam officer sort of bank syllabus is blend of banking, commercial, corporate, and procedural laws, and the exam pattern is descriptive. So you will have compulsory and optional questions focusing on legal application, recent legal developments, and your ability to structure your answers well. So number one is basically from your day one to your day seven, your first priority should be your major high weightage laws, right? So focus on revising rather than studying new laws. Do not start with any new act or law. We do not have the time to study from scratch. So ensure that when you revise, you go through your own notes, right? Or the notes which are available on the portal, along with practicing mock tests and past year papers. So the first 7 days, you can focus on constitution, right? Then you have contracts with SRA. Then you can do Companies Act, along with partnership, LLP Act, Sales of Goods Act. Thereafter, you can focus on the new criminal laws, BNS, BSA. Uh, for with respect to BNSS and CPC, I would suggest you drop the preparation or you drop the preparation of these particular acts if you're someone who does not have a solid foundation of them, right? Because they are quite extensive and starting them now would just not be the most rewarding. So if you're someone who has read CPC or BNSS before, but you do not have mastery in it, you might as well make a list of questions which appear in your mock tests or PYPs and just prepare them from the compendium. And if you are a master of it, then you can just revise it. And then you can also focus on finishing your TPA as well. This is your day 1 to day 7, right? Now from day 8 to day 14, focus on revising the following banking as well as securities related laws. Ensure that you also read international trade law, as it is important from the perspective of Exim Bank as an organization, right? See, the idea is to prepare as conclusively as possible, considering the time restraint, right? And for that, if you haven't covered any of these acts before, or if there's any other act which you haven't studied properly, the idea is to cover them by practicing mocks. Attempting mocks would leave you with a list of questions from these acts, giving you a compendium of questions which you have prepared prior to the exam, right? Moreover, to cover, let's say, a major act, the idea is to cover it by reading the short notes or summary notes of it, right? This is the only way you can cover the exam, cover that particular act for the exam effectively without wasting your time, by studying sort of irrelevant content, right? One last thing, do not start any major law or anything new that you have not studied. Go over ready reckoners, important maxims, amendments, especially in Companies Act, your BNS, your BNSS, your SARFAESI Act, and prepare your index cards. Make sure you also have your admit card, your stationery, your ID cards ready 2 days prior to the exam date, right? And lastly, you wind down early, you eat well, and you sleep early, right? Now, some key points, some key tips to keep in mind. Number one, you prioritize the acts that are more likely to appear based on your past trends. Okay, so you have constitution, you have contracts, you have Companies Act, LLP Act, Partnership Act, NI, then you have Sales of Goods Act, Banking Regulations Act, Transfer of Property Act, right? You have international trade law. All these acts basically form um, the crux of your exim exam, right? Now, when you're writing your descriptive answers, ensure that you're following a format. That means you start off with introduction, you mention, the relevant legal provisions or the legal framework. If it is an application-based question, then you also apply that legal provision to the uh, facts and the circumstances of the case which is given to you. If it is not an application-based question, then you can go on to its key features, essentials, mention if there are any exceptions of it, add any case laws to substantiate your arguments or your answers, and lastly, you follow it by 2 or 3 lines of conclusion, right? Use bullet points, highlight your keywords, include the legal reasoning wherever possible. Keep 10 to 12 case laws handy. Don't memorize the citations, just use the landmark names if they are relevant. I would request that at least for constitution you should remember a few case laws, right? And for the important doctrines under Companies Act. Then descriptive writing should be precise, it should be structured, it should be legally sound, right? So avoid your vague general writing. Practice as many descriptive mock tests as you can, right? Revise your key amendments, your reforms, your summary sheets, your index pages for all the new codes and company law specifically. Practice writing 250 to 300 words per answer, and around 650 to 700 words for a 15 marker question as well, keeping your time management in check because that is very crucial. That is your complete day 15 day roadmap. If it is followed consistently, this plan will not only help you retain and revise effectively, but will also improve your answer writing speed and structure, which is crucial in descriptive papers. ixamBee provides you with a compendium of questions, exam like questions, right? That basically mirror the questions you see in the examination, both objective and descriptive types. So ensure that you check that out for your mock test series. If you found this useful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your fellow aspirants. Drop your doubts and queries in the comments, and I'll be happy to guide you further. All the best for your EXIM Bank Legal Officer exam. You have absolutely got this, and see you in the next one.